Special Lewis here for Inside Track TV. We're at the conclusion of 2012's edition of the Kawartha Speedway Summer Sizzler. I stand now with the man who ties for third here tonight. A strong performance all evening long. Driver the number 16 late model, Mr. Flyin Ryan Kimball. Now, Ryan, you had a great end to 2011, winning the Velocity up at Sunset, and that really just started some momentum for you. You've had some real good top 5 finishes so far, and you were in contention for most of this evening, but this 16 car got knocked around a lot.
Yeah, we had a good car. Like I said, we won that Invitational at Sunset, and that put a lot of motivation into us this winter. And Graham and I and the whole crew and everything built this brand spanking new car. And a lot of guys, go to McColl's and buy a brand new car, $60,000, $70,000 or something. But we bought the chassis for $4,500, and we did everything ourselves. I mean, absolutely everything.
Now, if you could estimate how many man hours would have gone into building something like this from the ground up?
I honestly wouldn't. I couldn't even imagine, but there'd be thousands. But I mean, like Graham's single and I'm single. We worked on Christmas Day. We worked all that week. Well, Graham got sick one day, and I was actually mad he was sick. But we lost, the one day on the Christmas holidays. But it's just these guys put so much work, and and like Derek said in the drivers, everyone's hot. We tried to keep everyone cool, and it was, it was a little frustrating with this stuff. But at the end of the day, I can't say enough about my guys. They work so hard, and they, when we're in the car, giving them a hard time, it's usually never our fault, right? And we always harp on them, but I just can't say enough about my sponsors. Larry Crow's been on board for so many years. Just ended up getting Kawartha Racing Fuel over that 100-lap race there at the beginning of the year, and just all my sponsors, Archer Ball, Flat Rate Real Estate just came on board, and we're gonna get one. We've always seemed to struggle here. Won a championship here one time and never won a race, so we'll see where I think that moves us into third or second in points, but we'll get our fix back up and we'll come back here. Now,
is it safe to say that the Sizzler with the triple 50s format is the most intense event you'll run all season long?
I think it is. Like that, especially with the temperature it was, and I gave everyone a lot of credit. Like that was, it was unbelievable race.
Now, you guys have had a good season so far. Your program has really improved tenfold over the last 2 years or so. I mean, you got to be really, really happy with where you guys are right now compared to where you were at in maybe 09 or even at the beginning of 2010.
Oh yeah, we're real happy, but at the end of the day, this is what I love to do, and we don't have full wheels and stuff, and we put so much time into this car, and even when we finish second on a heat, I just want, I want to win. These guys deserve it, and same with the sponsors. So.
Now, when you were coming up through Thundercar and then even into your limited late model days, if there was one knock on you, it was never your ability or your how good you were behind the wheel of a race car. It was at times just the fact that you would allow yourself to lose your head a little bit and lose your cool. But if you look at the season you've had this year, you got wrecked with 3 laps to go on opening night, leading the 100-lapper, and then a lot of the rough deals that you had here tonight, and you were able to just stay cool and calm throughout the entire time. I mean, what have you done to really help yourself get more realigned and just calm your way through an evening of racing?
You know what? I just really realized that, when we ran Thunder, those cars are pretty stock and limited. We didn't have a very good car, and money is a big factor on this race team right now, as much as everybody. But when Morgan got into me, and there's no point going down to him and yelling at him. Just hopefully repays the favor. And like Mercer and I had it out tonight, and his spotter came over and apologized. The way I look at it right now is if we're going to go down into one or something and, he chopped me, well, that's what the brake pedal's for. So, I'm going to roll it up and, hopefully he'll come over at the end of the night and repay me the favor, or 2 weeks down the road if I want to, chop him, that's the way I look at it, right? But don't get me wrong, you do get a lot of guys that don't give an inch, but, and all it does is just wrecks cars, but I don't want to see that.
Now, I know you guys are upset that, or a little bummed out that you haven't had a victory yet this season, and rightfully so, but you've yet to finish outside of the top 5. You're running a great points racing strategy, and you keep that up and it will put you in contention for that first career Kawartha championship, and that's really got to be the silver lining in all this.
Oh, it is, absolutely. Like, our main goal was, to win the championship, maybe go to New Hampshire and stuff like that, but, like, I know we only had 16 cars here tonight, but there are some good cars, and it's like when you go down to Sunset and stuff, there's great cars down there, but when we finish second or third in McCaddy, it's, for what we've ran in the past years, it's like winning, right? But we're gonna change some stuff and see if we can get her back, and we'll get one there soon.
I appreciate you taking the time to talk with us. Anyone else you'd like to thank?
No, I just can't say enough about my guys, my crew. I mean, I'm hard on them all the time, but if it wasn't because of them, I wouldn't be here.
All right, best of luck the rest of the way, Ryan. Thanks so much for taking the time.